Good morning. Today we will start the third problem, the central problem of an economy. That is, for whom to produce. For whom to produce? This is a big question. For whom to produce? Now, this is the third basic problem, and here problem arises the problem of distribution. Here the problem is of problem of distribution. This means for whom we have produced. Alright, let me quote one example, then you will understand properly. Suppose a producer in his factory, he is producing 20 ton sugar. Alright, 20 ton sugar. Now with the help of the chosen technique, yesterday I told you, two type of techniques are there. Any technique he selected out of two, that is labor intensive or capital intensive. Any technique. After that, now when he has already adopted one of the technique, now the question comes, out of this 20 ton, alright, how much he will give to the workers, because workers are working, to the landowners, workers, landowners. Now why landowners? Because land is of his. Land is of that particular person who has given you in lease or in rent. You'll have to give him maybe sugar, or by selling sugar, the cost, price, the rent. After that, you will have to compensate to the tractor holder or truck holder. Now why truck holder, tractor holder? Because they are the person who is taking your goods from the factory to the market area. You'll have to give them also. Now maybe you can think, sir, why they all will be getting sugar? I am not telling you they will be getting sugar. Because in my factory, production is of sugar. Now, I am not telling you to distribute sugar among them. Because you are producer, you also want profit. Alright, you producer also will be there in this list. Now question is, how to distribute this sugar? Only 20 ton sugar is there. We'll have to give worker also, land owner also, truck holders, tractor holders, producer will also take. Now this is a big problem they get. Actually what happens, for whom to produce is basically how the produce output is allocated or distributed. This is the problem. That whatever we produce, how to distribute it now. This is the problem. And for that only I said problem of distribution. Now this problem of distribution is having two aspects. Having two aspects. The first one is a functional distribution, and second is personal distribution. One by one I'll explain both, what is functional distribution and what is personal distribution. Now come to the functional distribution. What is functional distribution? If you want, please jot it down. It implies how the various social groups, now social groups means like landowners, capitalists, workers, entrepreneurs, how they receive the share of income when they produce the goods or service. Clear? Again I am telling you, it implies how the various social group, landowners, after that capitalist, after that workers, and entrepreneurs, they receive their share. This is the major problem. you will, I don't know, if your father is a businessman, you can ask your father, when they start business with 2 or 3 friends together, first they make agreement. And in that agreement, the share is clearly mentioned. Otherwise, what will happen? In the long run, they will create problem among themselves only. And particular, when they start the business, that time only they write, all right, 5% I will take, 10% you will take, 25% he will take. Whatever percentage they want to take as a share, first only they discuss and they write in the agreement. And here also the same thing is there. Now it will say, sir, functional distribution, why landowners will come? Rent he will take. By selling your commodity will pay the rent. Capitalist, one who is investing capital, will be taking. Workers who are working, they will be taking the salary. After the entrepreneur who is applying his own brain to give you such a good output from the factory, you will have to pay them also. So this is a functional distribution. Now come the personal distribution. What is personal distribution? It is concerned with the problem of inequalities in the distribution of income. Alright, how the income should be distributed among individual or household in the society. This is a major problem because you know there is an inequality in the distribution of income. Alright, inequality in the distribution of income, and there the problem arises that who will be getting how much. Alright, this create a big problem because if I am investing 30 crore in the business and you are investing 20 crore, we will say 30-20. Alright, ratio will be 30-20. But you should know that 30-20 what? After giving the workers, after paying the truck owners, after paying the rent, after paying the electricity bill, this create hell lot of problem, and because of this is known as personal distribution problem. Clear? Now, next topic, because we completed all the 3 problem. Now next topic is efficient use of resources. Very important, understand it properly. The first one is after deciding, I told you just now, after deciding what to produce, how to produce, everything, which technique to adopt, after that, how the goods are to be produced, a big question arises that is the production and distribution efficient? You can ask question to yourself, is the production or distribution efficient? This question you will have to ask. Now to answer this, let me tell you, the first one is the production. Production is said to be efficient when, if it is not possible to produce more of one goods without reducing the output of any other goods. I told you yesterday, na? 2 goods, good number 1 and goods number 2. Suppose I am producing too much goods number 1 to satisfy everyone. Obviously, you will have to take the resources of 2. It is at all not possible that without taking the resources of 2, you will be able to produce 1. You will have to take. Alright, and because of this, what we should do, we should not take anyone's resource and production is going on. If it is possible, then we can say that we are using or we are producing efficiently. Clear now? Production over. Now, second point, distribution. Now, distribution is efficient when, if it is not possible to make any one person or person better off without making any other person or persons worse off. Alright, now better off and worse off. Now these 2 words I used just now. Just now I used these 2 words. Now what is better off and what is worse off? Meaning, I mean to say that if you want to distribute we will say that your distribution is efficient. Alright, good distribution has taken place. You should not be in the good book of one, and you should not make other person cry. Alright, because you are making one person worse and other person better. No need. You will have to make both the people good. If you cannot make them better, you will have to make them good. Clear? Next, third, how to use efficient use of resources. Third point, no wastage of resources. No wastage of resources. This is very big problem, because basically this happens in the government organization, in the big firms, in the government organization, that resources, if it is lying also, let it lie there only, no problem, people are not touching, and this is a big problem. When you will go to the abroad country, foreign country, you will see they are taking out even the juice of each and every plant, part of the plant, and we are not aware of all the plants. See the difference? Clear? So no wastage of resources. And the last point is, resources should provide maximum possible product. This is very important. Maximum possible product. This means that whatever resources you are using, you should make maximum possible product of that one. Clear? This means n number of products you should make, or you should make maximum product of the resources which you have received. Next day we will start new topic.